Now let's take a look at our problem 15 from our practice 1-8 worksheet on the back where we have the division. And we're going to set this up as long division once we decide on our sign. So remember, your division little memory trick for your signs is that sleeping reindeer. So here you can see we have a negative and a positive. So that's going to leave us with a negative for our answer. So I'm going to write that in right away so I don't forget about it. And with division, the dividend would be the first number when it's written in this format. So that 76 and 44 hundredths would go inside the house. And the 9.1 is the divisor, so that would go outside the house. And we're going to make this divisor into a whole number. So that means we have to move our decimal point one place to the right. However that divisor decimal point moves, we have to move the dividend's decimal point the same way and the same amount of times. So we're going to rewrite this as 91 into 764.4, and that's an equivalent division problem, which means it'll give us the same answer. So we're going to make sure we put this decimal point straight up and keep our work lined up in order to solve this from here. So 91 is not going to go into 7. It's not going to go into 76. When we get to 764, I kind of like to estimate and think of this like 76, and this has 9. So then that makes me decide that I think I'm going to try an 8, and then do 91 times 8 off to the side. 728, that looks pretty close. I'm going to subtract. I have to borrow here. And I'm going to get 36. That's lower than 91, so that 8 was close enough. So now I can bring down my 4. And again, for this, I'm going to think of this as a 36 being divided by a 9 to get a good estimate. And that should be 4, so I'm going to check it over here. 91 times 4 is 364, so that's a good estimate. So 4 and 964, and when I subtract, I get 0, so I know this is a terminating decimal. So 8.4 would be my answer if everything was positive, but since we already decided our answer is going to come out negative, make sure you put that negative with your answer. It's going to be -8 and 4/10.